Good morning, my dears. A warm welcome to today's class. Today, we are going to deal with 6th Standard English, Unit 5, Helping Hands. Dears, who taught you to swim? Is it your father, mother, or your brother, or uncle? Okay, last class we studied that our Radha, she was at her aunt's house and aunt's children Ranjit and Aman were questioned her. Children, about what did they question her? Yes, they questioned Radha about her style of swimming. At that time, what was the reply of aunt? Aunt replied that she was a good swimmer. Okay, now we can check the remaining part. She heard this inquisition of her niece by her sons. You better take her with you to the club, she ordered. The boys didn't say anything. It was clear that they didn't want to take their cousin from a small town to the club where they were going with their friends. But they didn't dare to disobey their mother either. They thought hard to come up with some excuse. Suddenly, Aman said, Okay, Radha, pack your swimming costume and come. And he winked at Ranjit. Swimming costume? But I don't have any. Back home, I swim in my salwar kurta, Radha said innocently. But you can't swim in your salwar kurta in the club swimming pool, Aman said and looked triumphantly at Ranjit. Just then, they heard cycle bells ringing outside, indicating that their friends had arrived and they rushed out. Radha watched them going. She saw her aunt running after the boys with a frown. Oh, don't bother about me, aunt. I'm not keen to go. I would rather watch TV with you, Radha said with a hollow laughter. We can see that Aman and Ranjit did not want to take their cousin who came from a small town to the club where they were going with their friends. What happened next? Yes, they are ready to take her to the club because they are afraid of their mother. Asked them to take Radha to the club. Okay. ചെറിയൊരു പട്ടണത്തിൽ നിന്നും എത്തിയ രാധയെ തങ്ങളുടെ കൂടെ ക്ലബിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ അമനും രഞ്ജിത്തും തയ്യാറായില്ല. പക്ഷേ തങ്ങളുടെ അമ്മയുടെ വാക്ക് ധിക്കരിക്കാൻ പേടിയായതിനാൽ അവർ രാധയെയും ക്ലബിലേക്ക് കൊണ്ടുപോകാൻ തയ്യാറായി. They asked her to pack the swimming costume. They asked her to pack the swimming costume. Does she have swimsuits? No. Normally, she is using her salwar kurta while she is swimming. And after that, what happened there? Aman and Ranjit ran away from there when they heard the sound of cycle bell, which indicates that their friends had arrived. Did Radha go with them? No, she didn't go with them. For taking Radha to the pool, the boys said some excuses. What was it? They told that Radha had no swimming suits, so they were not taking Radha to the club. There are some unfamiliar words in this part of the story. Let's check it.
ഇൻക്വിസിഷൻ, അന്വേഷണം. വിങ്ക്ഡ്, കണ്ണിറുക്കി. ട്രയംഫൻ്റ്ലി, വിജയകരമായി. റഷ്ഡ് ഔട്ട്, പുറത്തേക്ക് ഓടി. ഫ്രോൺ, നെറ്റി ചുളിക്കുക. ലാഫ്, പൊള്ളയായ ചിരി.
Let's move on to the next part of the story.
A village girl. Radha rested her head on the back of the sofa on which she was sitting and closed her eyes. She had lied when she told her aunt that she was not keen to go. Actually, she was very keen. She loved swimming, and back in her small hill town in the middle of Kumaon Hills in UP, she swam in the small river almost every day. Radha was very excited when, after her class 8th exams, she got her aunt's invitation to spend her summer vacation with her in Delhi. She had never been out of her small town and eagerly looked forward to her visit to her aunt's place. But within a week of her arrival, she was thoroughly disenchanted with Delhi and felt lonely. Not that her cousins, Ranjit, a year older, and Aman of her age, were rude to her, but the companionship which she looked forward to was missing. Her city cousins and she, with her small town background, were poles apart. She had nothing in common with them. They and their friends talked about computers and video games, listened to pop music, and watched Western films, and she didn't understand any of these things. She felt lost among them and thus kept mostly to herself. But when she heard that her cousins were going for swimming, she thought she would also go with them as she knew swimming well. But alas, here also her cousins disappointed her. Tears ran down her cheeks.
After Aman and Ranjit went to the club, Radha was so sad. Why was she sad? Yes, she was sad because she was very keen to go with them. She loved swimming, and in her village, a small town in UP, almost every day she swam in the small river. Now, where was she? Yes, she was in Delhi with her aunt. Why did she come there? She came there to spend her summer vacation. Actually, it was her first visit out of her small town. Is she happy there? No, she is not happy. She felt lonely within a week of her arrival. One more reason is there for her sadness. What is it? Yes, her cousins Ranjit and Aman were rude to her. They too did not like her. The gap between city and village is visible in their relationship. Aman and Ranjit always talk about computers and video games. They listen pop music and watch Western films. But our Radha, a pure village girl, she did not know all such things. She felt lost among them. Now, look our Radha. She is crying. What is the reason? Yes, when she heard about swimming and club, she thought that maybe her cousins take her to the club. But her cousins disappointed her. Okay, dears, let's stop today's class. Before winding up, here is an assignment for you. Pick out the sentences which tell us that Radha felt lonely at her aunt's home. Do the assignment and send to your teacher. Okay, children, we can meet another class. Bye.